Hi, you guys. How are you? I haven't been on in a while, and but I'm feeling very excited today to be back with you. How are you all? Happy new moon in Leo. That's what inspired me to hop on today. It's kind of we'll get into this a little bit more. It's funny how my inspiration always like pops out on a new moon. And oh, and congratulations on making it through another Mercury retrograde too. It's just funny how I've been busy with work and seeing friends and planning circles. And in my community here, I'm planning a trip to Italy with my family at the end of this month. And now I'm just finally feeling a little bit more inspired to create and like move outward again. And what I meant earlier was, I think it's so funny how that for me happens on dates like this, like the first of the month, the new moon, the end of Mercury retrograde, right? It's just and I know it's not like a coincidence, right? We don't believe in coincidences, but it's just funny how that always aligns and so beautiful. Yeah, beautiful in line with seasonal energies, right? Jennifer, hi. How are you, my love? And that flow of me not feeling inspired and now feeling inspired again just shows you this beautiful flow that I have tapped into for myself, right? That life, and especially working with people, having my coaching, my women's circle, you can apply this to your own life, right? If you're a creative or if you are an entrepreneur as well. It's that life, especially when you're like giving of yourself, right, is a wave, right? Inspiration is not always present. And all of a sudden there's a hit, right? You may not even feel inspired at all, and all of a sudden there may be a hit. And that is what we get to follow, right? Instead of thinking and beating ourselves up over, oh, I have to do this and I have to do it this way, I have to follow like the status quo or strategy, or else I fail, right? No, 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 right? My work is about helping you follow the flow in whatever way that looks like for you, because that flow, what I just talked about, life being a wave like that, that is our intuition and your feminine speaking to you, right? Instead of you thinking and strategizing and controlling, that's more the masculine approach, and that's how the whole world is operating, right? And we get to do it differently. We get to make our own rules in that. So, Ashley, hi. I can see who's watching. That is so fun. How are you all? It's so hot here, you guys. But I'm here. You can tell by my hair, it's humid too. Anyways, I know tapping into that flow is what you want too, right? Or you would not be here listening to me. And yeah, so I wanted to start us off with talking about flow because, as I just shared in my example, that is how we get to live our life, right? The ebb and the flow. Like a beautiful moon cycle, like summer going to winter, going to summer again, right? It's a flow that we mirror as well. We have that within ourselves as well. And we can use the moon and the seasons as an external template to get in touch with our own seasons and our own phases, right? So speaking of flow, we have the new moon in Leo today. And the new moon is, of course, always such a beautiful time to set something new in motion, right? It's a beautiful time to set an intention or to plant a seed. I was thinking about that this morning as I was in the garden. Maybe you want to plant a flower for yourself, like a sunflower in honor of Leo, right? That's why I'm wearing yellow today. It reminds me, sunflowers remind me of that lion's mane, right? Maybe you want to set an intention. Plant your intention in a sunflower and play with that over the summer. Like this summer, we're in the middle of the summer still, right? Here in the Northern Hemisphere. Just an idea, like feel free to, I invite you to do something for yourself today around setting an intention for the rest of the summer, for this moon phase. It's kind of one of the last moon phases of the summer, so you can really play with that for yourself. Like the whole world is in such a beautiful bloom of abundance right now, right? So just an idea to plant a sunflower. I thought that was really, really cute. But just do whatever you want. I invite you to, set an intention to recommit to yourself, right? Recommit to that flow that I just talked about. Recommit to your ability that you are intuitive, that you know how to do this. You know how to do this just because you are a woman, right? That's enough. That's enough. And often we think, oh, it's the new moon and I need to do this elaborate ritual. No, you don't have to. You already have this within you, right? The moon is just an external template, like I just shared. Does that make sense? I know this can be a little bit difficult because it's all internal. The feminine is so vast and it's all internal. But I hope this makes sense. Like, I just want you to use this fiery Leo energy to recommit to yourself, your deepest self, what you are here to do, right? Like yesterday, for example, I meditated yesterday and I wrote down some visions and intentions. I did a tantra practice, and that was my little ritual for the new moon. But instead of me telling you what to do, this video, this topic is really inviting you to tap into your own intuition and your own fiery Leo energy to find this flow, right? So the new moon in Leo especially gives it kind of this fired up energy, but for me, how this feels for me, and I'm really curious how this feels for you, it's still very this goddessy energy as well, if that makes sense. Like that we just get to own, like in a queenly kind of way. Like Leo, I just see this as like a queenly energy. Laken, my love, hi. I'm so excited you're here. So Leo to me is like that queenly energy, and with that, we kind of just get to own, like we get to own what we intend, right? We get to own and embody what we desire, what we set our intentions around, what we want to grow this moon phase, right? That, like, unapologetically, like when you think of a queen, she just is. Is this pillar of embodied feminine energy, and she wants what she wants, and she does so unapologetically, right? That is, for me, what this energy feels like right now. And we get to be in that flow, listening to our intuition, being that really stable presence. And from that place, all this inspiration can come to us, right? Instead of us going out there to look for it, it just comes. Again, you can see that in that queenly energy too, right? Does this make sense? Let me know if you have any questions. Because I feel like I'm kind of rambling about all this, but it gets me really excited. Hi, Erica. So that Leo, queenly, powerful goddess energy, that is the feminine way of doing things, right? Instead of taking the linear approach, we do it the other way around. Because the linear approach is... So linked to the new moon, a linear approach would be we set an intention, we set a goal with the new moon, we set an intention, then we set action steps, right? Completing those steps, and then we're reaching our goal. that is how we were taught to do things, right? We set a goal and we take action steps, and then there we are. And the feminine way it's way more intuitive, right? It's slowing down. It's embodying that queenly energy, that what I just talked about, that Leo, like that, pillared energy, that really still but very powerful energy. It's slowing down in that, visioning, meditating, dreaming, creating, truly embodying how we want to feel and owning what we desire, feeling super delicious about that already, right? And then responding to whatever intuitive nudges and inspiration come to us to take action around. And that magnetizes our dreams towards us, because we're already in that space of having it, right? Instead of us reaching for it, we're already there. We're just responding to what life wants us to do, to experience it more fully. Oh, Amanda, hi, love. Oh, I can't read your whole comment, I think. Thank you for the reminder. I've just turned 37. Oh, happy birthday. I plan to move to a new place this week. Wow, that is really a powerful time for you. And so beautifully aligned, too, on a new moon. Wow, I love that. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, so does that make sense? How the feminine way is much more... we get to unapologetically own what we desire and what we set intentions around, and we don't feel bad about that, and we don't have to struggle and hustle our way towards it. It just comes to us. And I know that can be a little bit of, it gets counterintuitive to our minds, right? But when we feel this in our body, it makes so much sense. Does that make sense to you? I'm really curious as to if if that clicks with you, if you feel into it, right? Let me know. I'm curious, because I love talking about this. This is kind of what I've been playing with for myself as a different way of intention setting, right? Erica says need to re-listen to the beginning. Yes, yeah, go listen to the replay. I'll leave it up for you. Yeah, and this is what I've been playing with for myself in my own life, and I want to do more videos and posts around this to help you with this. So let me know where this clicks or where it doesn't, what you want to hear more about, and I will kind of help you through this, because this is such a beautiful lifestyle change, right? Life will become instantly much more rich instead of thinking, oh, but I want to be there. Right? Instead of getting there, we get to play with our energies that are within us already. Yeah, and so anyways, that's kind of what I wanted to share, and I want to kind of keep this short too, and talk about the moon, which is why I wanted to do this video. Lakin says, Leo energy is my favorite. I'm feeling the same. Yes, yeah. Can you relate to that? Queenly energy that you just get to do what feels good, and things just happen from there magically, because you are unapologetically being yourself and owning that you are a goddess, right? That you are worthy, and yeah, and from there you even you get to do so much more too, because it gives a lot of energy and it gives a lot of inspiration, and with that you help people too, right? Empowering for sure. Yes, I think you get it. So we'll end with, what are your intentions for the new moon? What, after listening to this, what are your visions? What are your intentions? What are your commitments, recommitments to yourself? I would love to hear. And because we're in a circle, right? Our group is a circle, so whatever we put in here is amplified as well. It's another power of the feminine, right? So for me, this has been present for me this week, is owning that I am too much sometimes, right? And too much being not a bad thing, but a good thing. But, in this, we can either feel like we're too much or we're not enough, right? This is in everyone that I talk to and that I work with and friends and whoever, anyone, we're either too much or we're not enough, right? And there's no like beautiful balance, but we get to have that imbalance. So for me, I often feel or felt, and it's not that much anymore, but like I'm too much. Like I want too much. I am too loud. I am too tall. I'm crazy. I'm too lazy. My clothes are too much. Like, my earrings are too big. There's those stupid things that you just want to, it just makes you want to hide. I felt that a lot throughout my life, and I feel like I'm finally like over that now. But that's a beautiful intention because I get to own that part of myself, right? I hope that this inspires you as well. That I get to own, because that is my goddess expression. That is my feminine expression, to adorn myself with earrings, to wear clothes that I love, right? To, even though I'm tall, I get to stand up straight because that's the queenly energy, right? Does this make sense? And I get to love that. I get to love wanting things for myself, and I get to love being alive and wanting to experience more and more, right? It's the purpose of life, right? Why would we think that's too much? So yeah, that was kind of my intention this week. So I would love to hear what yours is. What are you lighting your fire around? What are you planting a seed around? I would love to know. And then I invite you to go do something today, because it's a new moon today, that shows the universe that you are committing to yourself for the rest of the summer, the rest of the year, right? We're in August already. And why I'm phrasing it like that, I can give you the steps, I can give you an outline to do a ritual, but the point of this whole video, and I'm tying it together like this, is that you get to play with what brings you your flow, right? I am empowering you that way instead of telling you what to do, because it's already within you. You know these things already. Okay? So I'll leave that with you. Happy new moon. And I would love to hear what you thought of this. I would love to hear what you're committing to for the rest of the summer on this new moon. And I'll be back soon. Love you. Bye.